Let's see. All right, so I'm in the same shirt, but I have two of them, okay? Don't ask me why. But these are the results of my curly lock tutorial. So I had to make this video very quickly because I gotta go. But some important things to know is that I learned some lessons last night. So when I went back and watched my video, I realized that basically that, what am I trying to say? So in my old video, I literally said that make sure your hair wasn't too wet. So when I did this one, my hair was more wet and that caused a problem for me. So when I woke up in the morning, it wasn't as dry. So I had to like blow dry it a little bit. So please, please make sure that your hair is dry or else it's not going to come out right. So I think whatever the person did last time, their hair may not have been dry enough. So I chilled. Literally, I did this at like 9 o'clock, and I'm up now, and it's like 2 o'clock, and I blew dry because, like I said, you don't let me see. You don't want to make sure your hair is too wet. So after chilling and maybe blow drying it a little bit, this is the results. But please make sure your hair is not too wet. So I'm just gonna take it off. And if you feel any that are sort of wet, don't take them out. It's kind of like when you're doing a twist out on loose natural hair, the same thing applies. So I put a little bit of oil on my hands just so that as I'm taking it out, it can still be moisturized. All right. Ignore the sound in the back. You know how people get when they play their video games. So just gonna pour. All right. I'm gonna use a little bit more oil. All right. So that one's out. I may put this one back in. Let's see. But yeah, definitely don't, make sure your hair is not too damp. Make sure it's just damp enough. And if you feel like it's still wet before you take it out, don't blow dry it. But I gotta go, so if I didn't have to go soon, I would just honestly just keep wearing them for a little bit longer. But we're gonna have to see what it does. Any one that I see, like for example, I feel like this one is a little bit loose, but it's not like, oh my gosh. But for any one that I feel like needs to go back in, I might just stick it back in. But so far, it looks good. That's the only problem that I can see forming. This one is not as dry. Okay. Oh, and get good rubber bands because all night, make sure you get rubber bands and not elastic bands because all night the damn rubber bands were popping in my face and that shit hurt. So let's pull. Even though I wet my hair too much, I'm still glad that the results are coming out good because I would have cried a little bit. I'm starting to think that maybe for those of you guys who have like, what do they call those? The head dryer, or I forgot what they're called. But basically those who have like those hair dryers, like the ones you could sit down under, if you don't want to wait too long or like you're a little bit lazy, I would say maybe do that for like an hour before you go to bed or something of that sort. So let's see. On the bright side, taking it out is a lot easier. This one looks like it was still a little wet. I could feel it. So I'm going to put that one back in. Later on, I'm gonna put it back in. So what I realized is that when the curls are tighter, it's completely dry. When the hair is a little bit looser hanging down, that means it hasn't completely dried as yet. You see something? Okay. So the back ones look pretty good. Hopefully all of them back there is dry. They seem like they're doing good. I don't know about this one, but it came out good. I think if I do decide to do like a style like this for like my wedding day, I'm definitely gonna do it like 2 days in advance and walk around with like these rollers in my hair because it's tricky. All right, I'm gonna pull the side. This one hangs a little bit more, but I don't know if it's because of length. This one feels dry, but hangs a little bit more. Oops. See, this one is a little bit moist, which is why it has a looser drop. So those of you that are coming in, if you're new, for the ones that have more of a drop, I will probably put the roller back in. But this is how tight it should be when it's dry. The tighter it is, the more time it will last. Okay. Came out pretty good though, even with my concerns. That one is ideal. And this one is a lock that has completely dried. So this for me is like ideal. Just gonna put a little bit more oil in my hand when I'm taking it out. Okay. So these one took well. Obviously the smaller locks, they dry better, and the more thicker locks take some time to dry. Alright, so I'm gonna do the back. Alright, that one is looking real good. I guess overall the locks that didn't dry so well blends in well with the locks that did. I'm just gonna take it out. This one is a thicker lock. Okay. The brown at the end looks so pretty. Alright, I'm gonna add some more oil in my hands just so that my hair looks nice and, you know, moisturized looking. Oops, stuck in my hair. It's nice right there. All right, I got a few more in the back. I don't like this end. This is why I use the rubber bands, even though all my elastics popped, but it helps, you know, hold it better so that you have that curved look on the end instead of just a point. But that's no biggie. But that's why I do it, because I don't like that right there. This one might do it too. You see, it's all bothering me and stuff, and it's really like simple. All right. So I'm doing this one. That one came out pretty nice. I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in my hand because my hair is getting a little dry. Well, my hand is. So this lock is still wet. So you see that? So what I'll probably do, like I said, is tonight I'll put back in the locks. I'll put back these in the locks that I feel like are looser. But it's a thicker locks, to be honest. I feel like if you have a little bit, maybe like normal size, not as medium locks, it's a little bit easier to dry. But when you lock, it has like, you know, density to it. Those thicker locks are going to be harder locks to dry. Okay, this one looks good. I'm going to turn around. All right. And this is the final results. I think I took all of them out. This one I'm definitely going to put back in. Give it some time to dry. And like I said, you don't need to retwist because once it's curled up like that, it gives a really retwist finish. But make sure that they dry before you take them out. Otherwise, they don't look as good. But this is the finishing results. So what I'm going to do when I get off camera, like I said, is just go back and fix the ones that aren't dry as yet. Give them some time. But yeah, then I'm going to style it. This is the back. This is the side. But thank you guys for coming in to my live. I hope this has helped. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.